When I first started Stuart Green Law, I was having a conversation with a financial advisor, and the financial advisor asked me a really, really important question. They asked me, what differentiates your legal practice from every other estate planning attorney out there? And it's very foundational, very basic, almost elementary question, but it's one that I don't think attorneys ask themselves, and I think it's one that maybe clients don't ask themselves as well. Like, why am I choosing one attorney over another? And when I started Stuart Green Law, I started it with a few things in mind, but one, and I've created this as our tagline, is to redefine estate planning. So if you look at our website and you look at some of our material, you're going to see that estate planning redefined. But what does that mean? So I built that on really two aspects that make us different. And that's our technical focus. We focus on asset protection and tax planning. And you won't find a lot of tax attorneys out there, and you'll find even less tax attorneys that really focus on estate planning. And even fewer who focus on asset protection. There's a lot of attorneys out there that focus on asset protection from the perspective of Medicaid eligibility. But I'm talking more about creditors, lawsuits, malpractice suits, negligence suits, bankruptcy, divorce claims, the list goes on and on and on. So those are really the two big things when it comes to our technical focus: asset protection and tax planning. And then I really wanted to create a very client-centric approach to legal services, how we serve our clients. And we've dubbed that Estate Concierge. And it's how we approach every single client. And Estate Concierge is built on 5 pillars, right? So first, assess, then identify, then educate, implement, and partner. And just real quick to kind of give you an idea what all of that means. So first, assess. An estate planner can't really put together a efficient and appropriate estate plan without assessing the client's situation, right? So we're talking about financial situation, maybe business interests, their family dynamic, and really what their intentions and their goals are. And next, think about identify. So we identify and we quantify any risk. So it may be legal exposure, it may be kind of family disharmony, it could also be tax liability situations. Think about from federal and the state level income, as well as estate tax issues. Next is educate. So reality is what I do as an estate planner is very technical, and it can be very complicated. So there's a huge education component of the relationship and of what we have to really communicate and pass on to the client for them to understand why we're doing what we're doing, what it really accomplishes, and why they go in a different direction with their estate. Next is implementation. I hear this all the time, that a lot of times attorneys will put together an estate plan and then they just kind of hand it off to the client and say, there you go. Well, this doesn't work because a lot of times there's a lot of moving pieces. There's coordination with CPAs, financial advisors, insurance agents, whoever it may be, to really get everything pulled together and make sure that the plan is structured in the way that it needs to be effective, right? Assets have to be retitled, maybe new accounts have to be set up, trustees have to really understand their role, understand the provisions of the plan. And then lastly, and this kind of goes with implement, but lastly is partner, right? So partner means we're having an ongoing partnership with those other advisors, right? And then also with the client. Estate planning is not a one size fits all, and it's not a one and done approach. It is an ongoing process throughout one's life. So what differentiates us? Our technical focus, tax and asset planning, as well as our approach to client service, Estate Concierge.